Let's go get our order. Grab that little one. This one. There you go. Grab it. Yeah. Good job.
Here.
Nope, you take it. Go all the way. Got the apples? Well, I thought I had more children that were going to come and help.
My cabbage.
Come on, let's go. Just grab them. Well, just shake it off, blow it off, let's go.
I have socks.
That's fine. Grayson, hand your brother a box. Ooh. Hey, welcome back to the Comstock Clan. We're Kevin and Christy. We share ways we're building our family culture of family fun and freedom.
And today we have an Azure Haul to share.
Heck yeah, it's a snowy winter day here in Colorado, but that's not gonna stop us from needing groceries. She got stickers.
Breslin got stickers.
Okay, we got everything unpacked and on the table, ready to go. So let's take a look and see what we got.
Breslin. All right, we have 3 5-pound bags of carrots. This week, I think we have juicing apples, which Kevin is going to make some fermented cider with.
You know it.
And I think that we're going to do some fermented carrots as well with Azure. Hold on, let's do the produce first. Right here, we have some cilantro. It's like 3 bunches of cilantro. They wrap it in paper and it comes like it's nice. We have some beets. These I'm thinking will probably ferment in 2 weeks because we have a lot of other stuff that needs to get done, and beets stay really well in the refrigerator, so these we can get and kind of hold off on. We have some celery. This will get eaten this week pretty much. Under here we have a case of grapefruit, and then under here we have a 40-pound box of sweet potatoes. Now they're more white than the sweet potatoes that we were getting that are technically yams. We accidentally got one of these in one of our yam orders, and these are delicious. We really like these.
The secret is now out.
So over here we have alfalfa pellets. These are for the deer. We have a number of things that we get from Azure to feed the deer. Our stack was decent, and so we just got the alfalfa pellets this time. Then we have 2 5-pound bags of russet potatoes. We're trying to eat clean, and so we're trying to decrease our consumption. We used to get like the 20-pound bags from Costco, and we'd get like 1 to 2 a week, and so this is much less consumption of the russet potatoes. We also have a red skin potato. We'll either just eat these, or we will
Do them with roasted veggies.
Or do them with roasted veggies, or I also have some canning recipes that I want to try, so we'll see. Breslin, please leave this stuff here. All right, shh, it's okay. We have a 40-pound box of onions, just plain yellow onions. Do we go through the whole box? No, we have how much left over?
2, maybe 3 meals.
Okay, so that's not
maybe
bad.
a little bit more.
That's close. That's cutting it a little bit close. But we did do a batch of French onion soup in there, so. And then we have our 40 pounds of cabbage here. Asher's making sauerkraut. We've got a video of that will link. And then let's come back over here. So for dairy, we have just 2 things of sour cream and then 2 bricks of the pepper jack cheese. And then our case of, I think it's 40 sticks of butter, maybe. That'll go in the freezer. So again, we've been cutting a lot of the dairy. I'm kind of starting to add some of it back, but this is pretty much what the kids and Kevin will still consume. So the rice vinegar is for fermenting some things, specifically the pineapple. Asher did some fermented pineapple the other day, and oh my goodness, it was amazing. So we stocked up on some rice vinegar, and he'll be doing that again. We do have a pineapple fermenting video that I believe will be available when this video comes out. Got our 1 book on vitamin D during the month that we have none. We can dream about it, right? Some organic ginger juice. I think we've got a decent stock between the glass bottles and these. The vanilla extract, I always mention, we used to get the 4-fold. We switched to the organic because at some point in time the 4-fold started. Kevin says it tastes like pina colada.
Pina coladas.
We've got our 1 pound bag of cumin. And then we have some summer sausage. We got this last month. I kind of got it as like a throw in the freezer. Have, in the case of emergency, of throwing together a charcuterie board. And Kevin kind of took it as a, we're gonna consume all of the summer sausage across a few meals. And so we had a conversation. He actually told me not to get it. He's like, I don't want that much processed food. And I'm like, I didn't plan on you guys having that much processed food. It's more of like a keep in the stash sort of a thing, because it does freeze. It comes frozen, and so that works well. We've got 2 gallons of olive oil, 2 gallons of avocado oil. I really wanted to get 4 gallons of each just to kind of build back our stock. We were getting olive oil and avocado oil from Costco, and we stopped, so we kind of went through a process of get her some water. We kind of went through a process of using that up before we started throwing the gallon jars on our shelves. Then we have nuts. We've got some raw pecan, whole cashews, raw walnuts back here, and we have this giant 5-pound bag of date rolls, which our kids love. Breslin, you want to try one of these now? Come over here. Come over here. You want to try one? You want one? Sure. What time is it? I didn't have one.
Bite into it.
They're like,
it's like, almost like they put dates in a food processor.
they grind them up and then they roll them into rolls and they cover them in coconut. Then we have some dried fruit. We've got a little bit of dried pineapple. I normally get the dried fruit in the 5-pound bags, but the kids kind of like went through, or did you guys? Did I just get a 1 pound?
Yeah, you only got 1 pound.
Okay. Maybe I wasn't totally convinced that they're really gonna love it, and so I didn't get the 5-pound yet. I did get another, the prunes, these specifically do not come in a 5-pound bag. So we actually got the 5-pound bag from Golden Organics. And Azure does have another type of prune that comes in a 5-pound bag, but I don't know what the difference is, and we haven't tried it. And so I don't know if they're gonna be as good as these, and I'm kind of afraid to get them in the 5-pound bag for that reason. Maybe one of these days. So then we also have dried sweet cherries. This is, we used to get 5 pounds of dried cherries often, and we would go through them quickly, like when it was Kevin and I. And so we kind of stepped away from the dried cherries, and we both had the idea of adding dried cherries back into some of our salads. We just need to make sure that it doesn't get out of control. We also have this 5-pound bag of dried cranberries. These are great for scones or cookies. You could put them in breakfast cookies.
Birds will like them.
Oatmeal, all kinds of stuff that we can throw them in. They can go in salads as well. I have found that the apple juice infused dried cranberries are delicious, whereas like the ones that have a ton of sugar added in them are a little too much. So we also have 4 of these quarts of raw honey, the berry wildflower honey, which is my favorite. We've been going back and forth with getting the jars and the 1-gallon jug. The boys took one of these jars and they took the label off, and we were able to reuse it. These tops work they're interchangeable with like a mason jar, regular size lid. And so I love the fact that we can reuse these for canning, and they're multi-purpose. Plus, I did the math, and the amount that you pay extra for the honey that comes in the jar versus if you were to buy it in the gallon jug, it's way cheaper than buying the gallon jug and then buying the jars separately. And so that kind of makes sense in my book. Put it back. We have some organic white wine vinegar for salads and I don't know.
Early morning shots.
Early morning shots. I got another stainless steel funnel. We have some plastic ones, and I like stainless steel ones as long as it's not for fermenting stuff. You don't want to use metal when you're fermenting. And then we have this beautiful
I forgot, thank you.
gallon jug of the dark and robust Maple Valley syrup.
If you have not seen the maple syrup testing video,
Watch it. We'll
go
link
check
it
it out
below.
because that was fun, and I love syrup. It's like,
Yeah, this is by far, oh my goodness, it's amazing. And when we did the syrup testing video, that was out of stock, and it was back in stock when we placed our order, and we were really excited about that.
And I want some Adidas.
Maybe.
we got some really nice looking frisbees.
These are Gamma Seal lids. They go, if you don't know what they are, they go on a 5-gallon bucket, so that rather than having those lids that you have to like use the thing to open, these you just twist, open, and it seals, like when you twist it back on, it seals really well. It's hard to get it back together when it's not on the bucket. There we go. So we got some more, we have some more grains from Golden Organics and some more buckets that we needed those for. So I think that's about it. It was between $1,300 and $1,500. I will check, and it will be in the description and in the title of the video. Decent size order. We had some credits. We had some Azure cash. Every time that you buy Azure products, you build up Azure cash, and so we had some of that to spend. So I will share what that is in the description because I'm not quite sure right now. Thanks so much for joining us for the Azure haul. If there are other hauls that you would like to see, we've got a lot of them coming. Feel free to let us know in the comments.
Grab a couple of those 31 bags.